Well, good morning to you. It is Friday, September the 18th. Can you believe that? Already September 18th. We're almost through with this month. We're headed into October. The weather is starting to change a bit outside. And I don't know if you haven't noticed, it's been a little bit cooler in the mornings. What do you think, Brittany? Have you been outside in the mornings?
Hey Todd. Yeah, actually, I took Luna, my pup, out this morning for her morning walk, and it was nice. It was comfortable. It wasn't too warm in my opinion. So I'm glad that this weather for right now, I'm gonna enjoy it, is very, very nice. What about you, Frank?
Oh man, I took full advantage by sleeping in a little bit later today than normally. The breeze hit my window so perfectly. The ambiance in my bedroom was lovely. I'm gonna go outside eventually, but it looks lovely outside.
Why do I get the feeling that A, Frank is not wearing pants, and B, that he probably hasn't been out in 48 hours or more?
Todd, this is a
catch to
family
that-
show. Leave me and my pants out of this, please.
The catch to that, he's not wearing pants, Todd. He's wearing shorts, and that's
Well, aren't we all? That's the way life has been for the past few months. I don't think I wore long pants for quite some time. But hey, we're glad to have you with us for the next half hour or so. We got your HCC news and information. We'll be talking a lot. We got Frank Cooper on board. We'll talk a little bit of sports later on in the show. So Frank and Brittany, stand by. We will be back with you in a little while. We've got a couple of special guests this morning. Of course, Cynthia Lundgren is the director of the Medical Assistant Program at Coleman College for Health Sciences. Good morning, Cynthia.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I know you've got some accolades with your program. We're going to discuss more about that and more about the Medical Assistant Program coming up. Stick around, Cynthia. First, it's Friday. As you know, we have our resident poet, Dr. Jimmy Adams, joins us every Friday morning. He's here again this morning. His day job, well, he's the College Operations Officer for HCC Northeast. Dr. Adams, good morning. How things going at HCC Northeast?
Well, we're doing good. We're pretty busy trying to get ready to open up for the 28th and the October 5th opening. So a lot going on.
October 5th. Now you're going to be hosting, I would imagine you have a lot of workforce programs out there, and those programs need to fulfill their labs. And just announced yesterday, the lab-based courses will start October 5th.
Yes, correct. And we have our truck driving program that we're trying to still finish. We had a lot of students in that program, so we're trying to get that one finished before October 5th. So those were classes that we had in the spring and the summer. We're still trying to finish up. But yeah, most of our workforce courses will be opening up in October 5th.
I know you're looking forward to that. You know, we always look forward to having you here every Friday morning to tell us, to share with us a bit of your poetry. And you've got a piece today called Wastin Away, but it's a very serious, or I should say a piece about a very serious issue. Maybe you can tell us about it.
Yeah. And, you know, a lot of the pieces that I'll be doing moving forward, we'll surround some social issues that we're facing today. And Wastin Away is really a dedication to my brother who died from AIDS. And as you know, AIDS is a serious issue. I know now that we have coronavirus and we're lost in all of that, and, you know, social justice, AIDS was a very big, and still is a major issue in our society. So this piece is dedicated to him, and also to awareness that, you know, this is still out there, and what a person may go through when they're dealing with this disease.
It's a very sad issue, a very important issue today. I know AIDS has been around, started making its, making an appearance, I believe, back in the early 80s. And I know there's been advancements in the treatment, but there still is no cure for it, at least at this time. We hope that'll change. Dr. Adams, do you want to go ahead and share this piece with us?
Okay, I will. And also today, I think September 18th is National HIV and AIDS and Aging Awareness Day. So this is in, dedication to that as well. So, so we can go ahead and cue the music. You know, people all over the world are dying from AIDS, and no one is immune. And I'm sure we all have witnessed this deadly phenomenon in some form of awareness. Some of you may have seen loved ones who struggled through this disease. And I'm sure you have witnessed some winning the battle and some losing the fight. But at the end of the day, we realize it's all in God's hands. For those winning the battle and for those still in the fight, we won't forget what you're going through. These are my thoughts regarding the reality of living with AIDS. It's titled Wasting Away. The man in the mirror casts a reflection I see, but I can't tell if it's really me. A dead man talking is all I see. I'm only a fraction of the man I used to be. I see my life slowly drifting away. My mouth, it's wide open, but I can't utter a word to say. My clothes, they barely fit my skin. And I don't understand the pain that I'm in, because my shadow, it's growing thin and beginning to fade as I march in line in the devil's parade. I'm lost. I'm confused. I've been used and abused. I can't win this battle. My body refused. Because it's getting dark, too dark to see. And I feel heaven reaching down for me. So someone open the door and let the angels in so they can pick me up and carry me to join my friends. Because this life has gotten the best of me. So move over, Satan, and set me free. Because I'm just a shell of a man waiting in God's hands. With what life I have left to play, watching myself wasting away. I said, I'm wasting away. I'm wasting away. And I'm waiting on that day when the Lord will come and take me away. I'm wasting away. I've got no cards to play. I can't tell the night from the day because I'm wasting away. I'm gonna lay my guns on the floor. I don't have the strength to fight anymore because I'm wasting away. I'm wasting away. This poem is dedicated to my brother Ronnie, who fell victim to this disease April the 10th, 1993. I love you, man. Thank you.
Dr. Adams, very special piece. I know this one has a lot of meaning to you, and we could hear it in your voice as you were reading through that. You know, I imagine 1993 was a much different time than where we are living right now. As I mentioned at the top of this, there seems to have been many advancements in the treatment of HIV and AIDS. And it seems like all of us know someone who either has the disease, had it, or passed away. And it's touched every one of us throughout the years. But back then, 1993 was a much different time.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And I think we start to see these cases and things start to arise in the 70s and been more prevalent in the 80s. But as as we move through society now, these issues get kind of lost, in the news or in the awareness.
Yeah.
Because of all these other things going on, domestic violence and cancer, homelessness, incarceration, self-trafficking, all these things are still going on in our society. And so we should not lose sight of those things and, be aware of that and try to do what we can to help. And, I give back in a kind of a different way. And these are ways I can contribute, to that awareness. And hopefully, someone that's listening, it affects them and they go out and do something and they are, can bring some awareness to this as well. I know when I've done this in the past, I've had some of the audience come up to me and, they're, sharing their stories with me as well, with loved ones going through that. And they've seen people die from this and, and I think when we look at AIDS, we don't understand, what these people are going through. Their bodies are being transformed like in the front of you. I remember the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks, and you can see this healthy person, and at the end of the day, he's frail, and you can't even recognize who he is. So I wanted folks to paint that picture, so folks don't forget what these someone suffering through that goes through. So.
Well, Dr. Adams, we appreciate you joining us this morning and sharing your own personal message and hopefully helping to create some awareness out there as well. Thanks for being here this morning. We look forward
Thank you again. I appreciate you guys, and we'll be back next week and share another piece with you. Y'all be safe and take care.
Be safe. Have a good weekend.
All right. Y'all too.
Each week, throughout the week, we cover several of our centers of excellence. Today is no exception. We're at Coleman College of Health Sciences. Cynthia Lundgren joins us. Cindy, good morning again. We're going to talk about the medical assistance program.
Good morning. Yes.
So you have recently been ranked second nationwide for the best online medical assistance school by edumed.org, an online trade magazine. This is an incredible accomplishment for Coleman.
Well, thank you very much. Yes. And, I think having the medical assistant program in the Texas Medical Center has a lot to do that. We're the only community college there, plus the only medical assistant program. We also have a unique faculty, outstanding faculty with 50 years of experience on board with our program. So that adds to it. They have all worked in the field as medical assistants. They have been credentialed and they have moved on into nursing. We have a medical doctor. We also have faculty of the background with healthcare administration, master's in business. So this really adds to the training for the student and what they need to have in the experience out there in the field. They bring here in our program and they take it with them because it's best to have those people in the field to give the students what they need. And so that really makes part of this online work that we have with this program outstanding. We offer so many different aspects of the program, whether it's online anytime, online with a schedule, and also with our labs being hybrid. And our students come to lab to practice their skills before they go out into the field. And they're able to be able to work with the faculty who are so knowledgeable. So we're really privileged to have this faculty on board, and also the curriculum that we offer to the students. We support them when they're working and they have families, so it's very workable with them. They can go to school and also go to work at the same time. So I think that is really a value for our students to be able to trained for a healthcare career and then be able to take care of their families at the same time. So we work with our students.
You know, this award you guys were given before COVID, and this was for an online program. So you guys were kind of ahead of the curve when we unfortunately had to go into this lockdown back in March.
That's true. So we had already been preparing on what we need to do for our students. You know, we changed a lot of the curriculum, you know, for the online work, because that works better for the student to be able to do some online work and then come to campus to be able to practice and do those skills. So yes, we've been doing it. We've been doing it probably for over a year now. And it just really worked out well for us to be able to convert what we already had in place. And then when COVID happened, we were really ahead of the game, you know, so we were able to do this, and that really helped our students. It helped the faculty because they had already done the online training to be able to do this.
What do medical assistants do? Is it a wide range of things?
Well, you know, medical assistants are the ones when you go into the office, they greet you, they're answering the phones, they're preparing the patient for a physical exam, taking the vital signs, they're drawing blood, doing EKGs, giving injections, giving immunizations, and then also, you know, collection of specimens. You know, this is very vital right now, especially with COVID, because medical assistants are involved in that screening process and also collection of specimens. You know, medical assistants can be doing the administrative part of the clinic as well as the clinical. So they're very valuable in physicians' offices and ambulatory care services at this time.
And you help students find positions. Is it true they can actually work in those positions while they're attending college?
Well, you know, with the medical assistant program, they do a practicum, and the practicum is where they are doing their learning experience on real patients out in the field. And we have several affiliations with a large number of healthcare institutions here in the Houston metropolitan area. And that's with Baylor College of Medicine, UT Physicians, Methodist, Houston Methodist Organization, Memorial Hermann, Kelsey Sebo. So if the students are there doing their practicum, you know, the practicum sites can like try before you buy. So they could see whether or not that student's going to be responsible, reliable, and have the skill sets, you know, to be able to work in their offices. So this is where our students find the majority of their employment is at the practicum sites. But we also have a very big demand for medical assistant students and graduates at this time currently. We don't have enough students and graduates to meet the demand.
Well, that was going to be my next question. Is the demand growing, and were these workers considered essential when they were when the shutdown happened?
Oh, yes. Well, you know, initially it was kind of slow because I think that some of the offices really didn't know what they were going to do. But with telemedicine and now with all the screening that is that must be done even for the employees that come into the healthcare facilities, you know, medical assistants really are essential. Just most recently, I've been approached by a number of the institutions, you know, to send resumes, you know, send their graduates because, you know, they need medical assistance now more than ever.
Yeah, that's great for our students. How long is the program? Are there different certifications you can get? Is it 2-year? Can you obviously go on to 4-year? And it sounds like many of your graduates move on to be to go higher up in the medical profession.
That's true. We have a level 1 certificate, which is the medical scribe, and then level 2 is the medical assistant, and then we also have an associate in applied science and allied health. So that's the 2-year part of that degree plan. So that provides a pathway of learning for our students so they can eventually go on to university, which means that they can go into maybe healthcare administration, and some of our students even go on to nursing because they've already had that patient care. They're not afraid to work with patients. They're very knowledgeable, and they just need to have that didactic training to be able to go into nursing programs. So it's really a pathway, but you need to get your feet wet first. You need to find out whether or not the medical field is for you, and medical assistant is the perfect place to start.
You know, you mentioned a few things that make our program unique. You guys are located in the Texas Medical Center. That's got to be a bonus right there. You've got the contacts with the area hospitals and within walking distance of Coleman College. Tell us some more things that are unique about Coleman College and the medical assistant program.
Well, you know, the medical assistant program, because we are in that area, you know, we have, 12, 13 different hospitals, right, that are right there. But alongside those hospitals are professional buildings. So they need our medical assistants there in those professional buildings helping the patients. So, it is very unique and it's not just concentrated in that area. Some of these larger institutions, they are also in the Houston metropolitan area. They may have branches out in Sugar Land and Katy, Humble, Woodlands. So our students come from all over. Yes, they may be training here in the Texas Medical Center, but they can also find jobs or employment maybe near their home. So it's really a win-win situation for both the student and the employer, because we feel Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I was going to say it is a win-win situation, and if people are wondering, what happens to your graduates after they get out? I can give you two testimonials here. My wife graduated from HCC in the early 90s. She's now a registered nurse, been with HISD for decades. My brother-in-law graduated from HCC, 2-year program back in the 90s as well. He's now an award-winning podiatrist who travels the world and lectures, So our graduates do move on to bigger and better things. There's a lot of them out there.
That's true. And we've had our graduates go either into the nursing program and also have come on to MDs. So, you gotta open up that pathway, and, you never stop learning, and that's part of it.
So let me ask you this, Cynthia. I know your programs are a little different at Coleman. There aren't many second start ones at Coleman. So if someone wants to register for the medical assistant program, they're now going to be looking at the spring, and is now the good time to get involved?
Yes, we are currently accepting applications for the spring semester. We do take 2 cohorts, one fall, one spring. And, they're a little bit of a hurdle to get into some of the programs simply because health science is selective on admission. So you have certain things that you have to have in place. So first thing is to make sure you're college ready. And then you do the prerequisite courses to get in or apply to the program, which is English composition and HPRS 1201 for the medical assistant program. Then you submit your application. And then after the application process is reviewed, we go ahead and interview our students, and then they're conditionally accepted in the program. And what we mean by conditionally accepted, they have to undergo a background check, drug screen, have a history and physical with proof of immunizations in place. So, those things have to be done because, again, you're in health field, you're going to be taking care of patients. Sure. So we have to make sure you have all these things in place before you can go to the practicum sites, and then also be working with each other in the laboratories as well. And then go ahead.
Well, even with the age of COVID right now, the students are able to go into their practicums, and are they able to get and complete their labs?
Currently, we had all our students from, they had a slight delay from the spring semester to summer because the summer students were not able to finish up their classes from spring. They finished up their classes in spring and the summer. We were able to do some planning, and we were able to get the students up to par. Then now those 20 students are currently going to be starting their practicum next week. With some of the major institutions, Baylor College of Medicine, UT Physicians, and some private institutions, private physicians. So they're going to be doing their practicum. So they'll be ready to graduate this fall semester and then be employed. And we're looking for another cohort in another group, probably about 25 to 30 in the spring semester will be going out there to do their practicum. So we're getting them out there, Todd. We're trying to do our best.
That's great news, Cindy. And folks, some takeaways here. If you know someone, or if you want to register for the program in the spring, now is the time to do that.
Yes, we're accepting applications. Yes.
They're accepting applications. So now's the time to do that. Cynthia, we're going to put the link to your program in the post of the show, the social media post, to make it easy for folks to find. Cynthia Lundgren, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Thank you for being here, and great luck out at Coleman.
All right. Thank you, sir. See you later.
Absolutely. We'll see you again. We are going to move on to Brittany and Frank. I don't know if you're hearing the noise in the background, Brittany and Frank, but I don't know. I'm going to see if I can show you this. I'm going to move my camera around. This is what I'm dealing with. You see that?
That's not a thing. That's Peter Frampton.
Yeah, this is what I'm dealing with. The whole time he's either sitting next to me, trying to get on my lap, taking his bone. placing it under things where I have to go pick it up for him when I'm not on camera. So that's what's going on in the background here, folks. You heard some noise. That's what the problem was.
Hey,
so
man.
anyway,
Brittany says it's Friday. I'm trying to hang out. I'm trying to eat my bone. Let him be great. Let Frank be great.
I know. Speaking of Frank, what did you have for breakfast this morning? Because I've been seeing a lot of going back and forth from the kitchen there.
I did, yeah. So I went to go make me a breakfast smoothie. So my mom emailed me this new organic smoothie recipe, and it's great. Like it's I use sunflower oil. I use organic fruit. There's organic peanut butter. It's so good.
Rum? How does rum fit in it?
Oh wait, this is a family show. We don't do these things on this family show.
Brittany can put rum in it.
Wait. Why are you so invested on embarrassing Frank this morning? Like trying to call him out about not wearing pants and like accusing him of putting rum in his breakfast smoothie. Like, what's up with that, Todd? What's up with that?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Somebody said that, was it yesterday or earlier this week?
Yes, this is true because it's a fact. But Frank knows better.
He got me feeling like a degenerate today.
I'm just saying you could probably put rum in it. Maybe not this morning, but that sounded like it could be a boozy smoothie. So we'll just go with that.
We know what's on Todd's mind. I don't know.
In the morning.
I don't know why he's trying to pin it on you, Frank. We know what's on Todd's mind. I mean, Peter Frampton got him thinking about rum.
Peter Frampton's driving me to drink this morning. Yeah, he's driving. Yeah. Boy, all right. Hey, important things to announce. And Frank, it's not too late to register for Second Start. Now's the time to do it. You've got a couple of days left.
Yes, we have a couple of days left. The 21st is when everything kicks back up. So please, by the 21st, please sign up. Please sign up for Second Start. Go to hccs.edu / now. Right? Or apply. I'm sorry. My computer.
That was it. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, you got it. Good recovery. So yeah, hccs.edu / now for all your registration needs. And Brittany, we've got some student support webinars and Canvas tours, some things for students to look for that'll help them through this fall semester.
Yeah, definitely. And I actually had a student on Twitter who emailed, or rather sent a direct message to us saying that their student ID unfortunately has been locked or disabled. So this is a good time to really bring up this information about support webinars and Canvas tours. So if you're interested about attending any of these are free live virtual sessions for tips and tricks to being a successful online student, because obviously this is not the forte for everyone out there. They're 1-hour sessions to help students navigate HCC systems, successfully complete online assignments, reset their passwords, and an all-in-one, or rather I can't even read right now, all the in and outs of accessing student online resources. It's Friday morning, y'all. I've got my mind set on
Friday morning. We're almost through the week.
We're almost there.
Stay with us, Brittany. Don't give it up. Just keep
I'm not going to give up. I'm going to power through.
Power
so
through.
This is 10 a.m. To 11 a.m. Mondays, September 21st and 28th. The live Canvas tours, which are, again, 1-hour virtual sessions to tour Canvas, which is our learning management system and its components. So that's happening Tuesdays and Thursdays, September 22nd, the 24th, and 29th from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Wow, I'm really struggling, y'all. Sorry. But that link is going to be included in this post because we don't have a vanity URL just for that. Otherwise, I would be saying it right now, but we will have it in this post.
So, Frank, HCC's Minority Business Development Association, the MBDA, is bringing back its Export Academy, and that's on virtual. They've got something coming up called Exporting Your Way to a Brighter Future.
Exactly. So Online Academy for Entrepreneurs allows existing companies to develop practical, hands-on training in exporting. So from 9 to 10:30 a.m. on Tuesdays through October 27th, the subjects include international business development plans, foreign market entry plans, digital strategies, and much, much more. So to register, check out social media posts after the show for our district Facebook page.
Brittany, I'll handle the next one for you so you can take a break. Online services toolkit for students. We have help available for you, a one-step guide for technology, textbooks, tutoring, and more. You can visit the You like that? We can visit. You can visit that through the link we'll post in this show as well. Well, okay, so
we're good. We're okay. We're okay. We can power through this.
Hey, Brittany, ain't nobody say talking for everybody this morning.
You know what goes around comes around, Todd. I'm just saying, what goes around comes around.
Okay.
When that Zoom room comes back into play, and you've got your fanny pack, we're gonna have a video on you. Just saying.
I don't own a fanny pack, so I can't.
You will.
Oh.
All right. So Student Life is celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. There are a number of events coming up. We're running out of time on the show, but you can get links to the event and information in the post for the show. And we also want to let everybody know that COVID testing is still going on our campuses. That information will be in the link for the show as well. And next week, Brittany, we've got some special guests.
We do. So Monday, we will feature the Culinary Arts program. It's one of my favorite programs here at HCC. They're part of the Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence. And we will be joined by Chef Christy Sykes to share with us what they've been up to with virtual learning, because cooking and virtual learning and pastry, that has to be a challenge in itself. And then we'll also be joined by Chef Felipe Riccio. I apologize in advance for the mispronunciation, who's a former HCC student who has been named Culture Map's Rising Star Chef of the Year. What an amazing, amazing honor.
That's right. So we got a great lineup for you next week, starting on Monday. And real quickly, Frank, you're going to watch some games this weekend?
Oh, you know it. College football. The Big Ten is back. I don't know if you saw the news, Tyler. They're coming back October. So they're doing an 8-game conference schedule. But I'm looking forward to this Saturday and Sunday as well. So I believe the Pac-12 is going to come back too. I think all these conferences are not going to want to miss out on the money they're going to make from TV deals and things like that.
That's the magic word right there. But I'm looking forward to the Houston Cougars. I was wondering if U of H was going to play some football this year. First 2 games, they had to postpone them, but they're finally going to get played. They're going to play Baylor this weekend, which was a game they scheduled last week because Baylor had an open date because of COVID, and so did the Houston Cougars. So it's going old school. The old Southwest Conference is reviving back again, and U of H will play Baylor. I'm going to go with the Cougars on this one. I think they can do it.
I think so too. They have a lot of talent left over. I know Derek King, the quarterback, left last year, but they have a lot of depth at quarterback, so I think they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, we haven't heard much from him either since he left. I don't think Miami is at I can't say that they haven't had much luck, but you really haven't heard about him in the news since he left. I think the last big news was him leaving U of H.
Yeah, they won last week. They didn't. I'm not sure who they played, but they won. It was a low scoring game, but. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Derek King. I hope he has a great career out there, and see what happens. But I'm very, very excited about the Cougars this year.
Very excited about that. We'll see what happens. We'll discuss more next week, Frank. Brittany, you got a big weekend planned?
Well, apparently, lots going on in front of my apartment building, but lots of noise. Sorry about that.
We can't hear it.
You know what? I've got a lot to do this weekend. I got to clean up the house, got to organize. I've been making monthly trips to Goodwill as I've been purging things and, just trying to keep up with that.
All right. We hope you have a good weekend at home. Thanks for joining us. Get out this weekend. Enjoy the weather when you can. Tomorrow should be beautiful. Mask up, be safe, and we'll see you again Monday morning, 10 a.m. live right here on Up to the Minute.